Okay, so in the last video, well, the first video, we looked at how to approach the question, and we talked about circling the key points and thinking about our response. And now we're actually going to write the introduction. So what goes in the introduction is two sentences. One, situation, and two is the thesis. So what is the situation is what is happening in the world around or about this topic. And the thesis is what is my point of view. Okay, so the situation is we have businesses unable to compete and they're suggesting there's a death of local communities. And we, in the last video, thought about cafes, restaurants, and community centers. So we're going to start with cafes. So in most communities around the world, there are local cafes, which are important to an important place for meeting. Okay, the situation, just one sentence. I could explain more. Who's meeting? Why are they meeting? What are they doing there? What kind of coffee are they having? Do they take soy or do they take milk? But it's not necessary. All we need to do is say here what's going on. Now, what's happening in the world around this topic? A bit of it. So, are there local cafes which are important for meeting? Yes. So, do they still exist? Yes, they do. So, clearly, this that will bring about the death of local communities isn't right. And I should, as a matter of fact, say local independent cafes. Because this is saying will bring in the future, right? Will in the future bring, but they're independent. So we're going to explain that these are not being destroyed by supermarkets. Okay. So the thesis then is what's my point of view? And this essay will argue that, and we want to say the opposite because we're disagreeing. So this is the death of local communities, and the opposite of dying is thriving. So, and we don't want to say local communities, we want to say that business, and we don't use local either. So small business. So let's say in places like cafes and what did we say before? Restaurants are important parts of any community which will not be destroyed by large companies. Okay, so you can use this essay will argue that as a standard. Okay. And we want to go back and just, this is really important, so we need to look at it. Will bring the death of local communities in the future. Let's say so we argue that places like cafes and restaurants are important and which will not be destroyed. Okay, will bring the death. We are saying will not bring the death, will not be destroyed. Okay, so we have a clear position that we disagree. Right? And that is it for the introduction. Now we'll go on to the next one. We'll look at paragraph 1.